Joe, what is Amy to you?
This is my friend Amy, and I grossly offended her when I made a less than perfect sculpture of her head.
Nish, how do you know Amy?
This is my friend Amy. We became friends after I found her asleep in a box of volleyballs.
And finally, David, what is your relationship with Amy?
This is Amy. She is the charity shop worker who sold my shoes whilst I was otherwise engaged trying on a pair of cowboy boots.
Lee, where do you want to start?
Nish, remind us again, Nish?
I found her in a box of volleyballs.
First of all, where were you where there was a box of volleyballs?
I was working at a leisure centre just after I left school.
Right.
And Amy was also working there over the summer between school and uni.
Right.
And they sent me to check on the volleyballs.
Well, just check on the volleyballs.
That's a good job from you, bro.
Make sure the volleyballs aren't messing around. Has your manager recently been watching Toy Story?
I believe the technical term was conduct inventory. So I was just
You're
trying
supposed
to
to
make
count
sure...
them.
Yeah, you're supposed to count them. And it turned out that what she was doing was because no one really wanted to play volleyball, she'd found the perfect spot to have a mid-work sleep in.
How big was this box?
It was, like, woman's size.
Could she stretch woman's size?
Yeah.
You've heard of a volleyball coffin? That's how they transport volleyballs. Yeah.
So you opened it up and you saw...
A sleeping woman.
Amongst all these volleyballs? How many were there?
I think probably, like, 35.
You see, you've just said to me that this box was woman-sized. Now, the largest woman I've ever seen is still smaller than 35 volleyballs. I've used this as a chat-up line. If a woman says, oh, I feel a bit fat in this, I'll always go, don't be silly, you're less than 35 volleyballs for me. So did you wake her up?
Yes. And so we became friends because then I would also often have a nap
In the volleyballs?
In the volleyballs.
What was her job supposed... What was she supposed to be doing at the time?
But
Perhaps she was sent to count the volleyballs earlier. Become bored by the monotony of the process. The boss kept... I keep sending people to count the volleyballs and they never come back.
Working at the leisure centre, Nish, what else did your job demand of you?
Basically, all-round dog's body, so I would work on the front desk sometimes.
I think you said all-round ball games.
So everything except rugby.
Bowls, David.
What?
They're not totally spherical in bowls. That's
Are
why
they not?
That's why they curve.
I would say, colloquially, they're still round, though.
Oh, hello. It's all kicking off at Bridge Club.
All right. Who else would you like to quiz?
OK, Joe, what situation were you in where you were sculpting her head?
I have an office in Birmingham where I live.
That'll do. So, yeah, I totally believe it. I mean, that makes it... You can answer any question you like, I don't mind. You have an office in Birmingham?
Yeah.
Right.
Why? Why?
Just to write jokes and be creative in.
So, you went to this office to write jokes...
Yeah.
...and said to your friend, would you like to come along, sit in the corner, and I'll sculpt your head?
I've been looking for a use for all that clay I keep in my office.
Had you just been watching a Lionel Richie video? Hello? So, did you know how to do this?
No. But, yeah, I thought practice makes perfect, so I called Amy and...
How long did you spend doing it?
Maybe an hour or so.
Weren't you tempted to just make it really soft, get her face, push it into it, then do the back of her head, and then go, well, at least I've got a mould.
You said she was offended by this sculpture.
Yes, she was offended.
What did you end up with?
It didn't look like her.
What did it look like?
It looked more like Ainsley Harriott.
OK. Now, what about David? I'm looking forward to this. What was it you claimed, David?
That Amy is the charity shop worker...
That's right.
Oh, yes.
...who sold my shoes
Yes.
whilst I was otherwise engaged trying on a pair of cowboy boots.
Can you talk us through the incident, please?
Well, I was in the charity shop.
Which charity shop?
It was a Marie Curie charity shop near where I live.
OK. So I'm setting the scene before this. You're at home, you're thinking, it's about time I got myself some cowboy boots. I'm not willing to commit to a new pair in case I go off the idea.
Just on the very slightest off chance that they don't turn out to suit me and my personality.
Cowboy boots, I'll be honest with you, don't particularly appeal to me aesthetically.
Wow, that surprises
I don't think
me.
they go with what I like to call my style.
Right. Well, how would you describe that style, David?
I think my style is indescribable.
Oh, no, I could describe it.
I think it's best left undescribed.
OK.
I wasn't sitting at home plotting the purchase of some cowboy boots.
No.
I was pottering around near my house, and I saw the Marie Curie shop, and I saw in the window what looked like a nice selection of second-hand novels.
Right.
And I went in, and it wasn't a nice selection of second-hand novels. It was all Ken Follett crap. But I did notice the array of shoes, and I tend to take my shoes off at home and maybe wear slippers or socks. I don't want this to get too sexy. And so I
need my inhaler.
So what I vaguely was on the lookout for was a pair of everyday, easy-to-put-on, non-lacing shoes that I could keep by the back door in case I needed to pop into the garden for some gardening.
But you said you'd taken some of your shoes to the charity shop.
I was wearing shoes.
What, you decided to take them off in the shop and hand them to her?
When you go shoe shopping, do you go barefoot? Take you seriously.
No. When I take
Don't
shoes,
keep me waiting.
when I take shoes to the Sue Ryder shop, I choose shoes that I no longer want. I don't wander around and then go, well, do you know what? You can have these if you want. Why would you do that? You take them ready to give.
I wasn't. It was not my plan.
Can I just say, Rob, you're the only person in the whole of the United Kingdom watching this that isn't following this story.
Well, he said he took off his shoes.
Why do you think he took the shoes off?
To try the other one.
To try the cowboy shoes on.
Oh. Right, sorry. Well, David, I owe you an apology. There you are in the shop.
Yeah. I'm in the shop and I spot these cowboy boots, and to me, they look sort of quite loose and easy to slip on.
What length? Not width, length.
I'd say that long.
About that, so they're coming up to just below the knee?
They're not, you know...
How tall are you, Rob? They're not below...
To me, they'd be thigh length.
Can't see over these.
I would say they're, for a cowboy, they're shortish. But
Leather or suede?
But they're not ankle boots.
Leather or suede?
Leather. And with a sort of bit of... I don't know the technical shoe terms, but sort of like a bit of crenellation sort of flapping on them. I'm just going to have to use the terminology of the medieval castle. It's the only way I have of describing it. Anyway, they look
So
like...
you saw them? You saw them?
Yeah, I saw them.
OK.
So I thought, you know, I'll try them on.
Yeah.
But they were slightly harder to get on than I imagined.
People in the shop, I imagine, were going, why is David Mitchell trying on cowboy boots?
The shop wasn't as packed as you're imagining. In fact, I thought myself to be the only customer there.
Right.
I was soon disabused of that notion.
When did you notice that your own shoes had been sold?
I think, well, I remember I walked to the back of the shop in the cowboy boots, restraining an urge to walk like John Wayne. And when I came back towards the shoe area, I noticed that my shoes weren't there.
And did you see who'd bought them?
I didn't, no.
I'm picturing a scene where you walk out the shop and you walk home, and then a few minutes later, a cowboy goes up to the counter and says, "Excuse me, I was just trying on a pair of..." And then behind him, a clown, and then a sailor. And this just goes on all day, round and round.
Yeah. David, I don't know you. I've just got to know you today, and I admire you very much. But what I know of you from watching you on TV, the cowboy boots, it's just... I can't buy it. I can't imagine you'd even try them on.
Well, in which case, then you should say that I'm lying.
I might do.
So, we need an answer. Lee's team, Is Amy Joe's miffed model, Nish's sleepy sidekick, or David's sneaky shoe seller?
I'm more inclined to believe Nish myself.
You believe Nish?
Yeah.
Because?
Because, I don't know, I just think Amy and Nish look like they could be really good mates.
Miles, you think?
Well, I was looking at her very closely. While Joe was talking about sculpting her, she looked quite icy about the whole thing.
Wow.
And, of course, she was very offended in the stories, but during David's story, she looked, I mean, understandably baffled.
I think it might be Joe, actually. What do you think?
Well, I'm beginning to think. I mean, it doesn't even matter what I think. I mean, your own... I mean, my job really is to agree with you, Lee. I mean, you are a man...
Are we trying to reenact Dad's army here?
Do you think that's wise, sir? I think... I think Nish is telling the truth.
You think Nish is telling the truth? You think Nish is telling the truth? Right, in that case, I'll go with what my team say.
You're saying it's Nish?
No, I'm overruling. I'm going with Joe.
You seriously?
I feel it's Joe.
All right. Amy, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Amy and I'm Joe's friend.
This is the sculpture that Joe... Oh, good Lord. This is the sculpture. Get ready for this. You will never, in your lifetime, witness a worse sculpture than this. Poor woman. Yes, Amy is Joe's miffed model. Thank you very much, Amy.
Thank you.
When I worked in a shoe shop, my boss was called Mr. Clog. Remarkably, I've had 3 other jobs where my boss's name was directly related to their profession.
What?
The obvious question to ask is, what were those jobs and what were these people's names?
Yeah, it is an obvious question. Is it maybe too obvious a question? Maybe go somewhere else first, just...
I want to know about the first. Just tell us one of the jobs.
At school, I worked in a warehouse and the boss was called Mr. Foreman.
Mr. Foreman? OK. And what was your job? Getting stuff down from the top shelf, obviously.
How would you rate Foreman as a boss? If he was suspicious, would he grill you?
Foreman? Yeah, listen. Very good.
Okay. Why did you have so many jobs? Did you keep getting sacked?
No further questions.
What were the other 2 jobs?
Yeah, what was the other jobs?
I worked in... Do you remember the predecessor to Iceland, which was B-Jam?
Yeah.
My supervisor was called John Frost.
Frost, B-Jam. You can see why B-Jam didn't last, because people will go, why don't they just call it honey? Your final job was?
Well, it was my first ever job in television.
And that was?
It was a researcher on a computer games programme.
OK, and your boss is called?
My boss is called Tony Verrill.
What does Verrill mean? In relation to
what do you mean? It's a surname, but his initials were TV.
Of all these bosses that you remember, Richard, who would you say was your favourite boss? What was it about that boss that made them
well,
so
John
adorable?
Frost wasn't really my boss, so I liked him. We had a bit more of a relationship. Mr. Foreman, I found that was quite stressful. It was one of my first ever jobs. And Tony Verrill still works in the industry, so I will not be passing comment.
Tony Verrill still works in the industry. I've never come across him.
Yeah, I've not come across Tony.
Have you come across him, David?
Yeah, I think I've worked with Tony. Sure, not 100%, but yeah,
Do you know who Tony Verrill is?
I have no.
Tony Verrill?
No, never heard of him.
It's weird that none of us three have heard of Tony Verrill, and yet all you three have heard of Tony Verrill.
Catherine
hasn't.
Catherine has or hasn't?
I haven't, but it rings a bell.
Oh, so you...
What do you think, truth or lie?
Truth or a lie?
Well, the thing is, I think you're almost certainly sort of geeky enough to keep a record of that sort of thing, and it's the type of thing that would amuse you. And you'd remember at the time. On the other hand, it's also the type of thing that you could quickly construct to be clever. It's a challenging one.
What do you think?
Lie?
Yes, I think so.
We'll have to say lie.
You say lie. OK.
Just because of Tony Verrill.
Richard, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
So, Ronan, what is Maria to you?
This is Maria. She is the Boys' Own competition winner that 20 years ago won the duvet from my bed.
Tough. How do you know Maria?
So, this is Maria. She works my new business venture, selling clip-on earrings for dogs.
And finally, David, what is your relationship with Maria?
This is Maria, and she once gave me a ginger nut when I came over all queasy on a glass-bottomed boat.
Lee's team, where will you begin?
Well, we'll begin with Ronan, I think. So she won your duvet 20 years ago. First of all, what was the competition? What was it? Was it on a TV show?
It was my 21st birthday, and it was a radio show. And on the radio show, we did a competition to give away my duvet.
Was it actually your duvet, or did you just buy a duvet?
It was actually my duvet.
Sorry, just to be clear, do you mean the duvet or the duvet cover, or both?
It was all of it.
You can't just... Oh, you mean all the horrible old manky duvet bit that's inside there? Full of coffee stains and others.
What did she have to do? So it's a radio show. They're going, very good morning to you. You're going to be do your chance today to win Ronan Keating's duvet.
I was in Ireland. It was in Ireland.
Sorry?
It was in Ireland.
Sorry, Ronan, he's got a limited range.
Oh, sorry.
The only chance you've got is if Ronnie Corbett co-hosted.
What did she have to do?
It was a competition. People had to send me a birthday card.
Right.
And I would pick one of the birthday cards out.
So tell us how it worked. Talk us through it.
We were actually doing the show live from my house on my birthday. And...
now it's...
nice detail.
They came to the house. Yeah.
Right.
And so we did it from there. So they wanted an item from my house.
So they just had to send you a birthday card, and you would choose the best. And how did you judge the picture? What was it?
We put the cards in the washing machine.
You put the cards
in the washing machine.
The washing machine.
So, and we spun it around a bit, and then I put my hand in and I took a card out, and it was Maria's.
Did you sign it, the duvet?
I did.
Was it a single or a double?
It was a double.
Did they have buttons along the top or the side?
Down the end.
Right, you're lying. Nobody would know that. Nobody would remember that. Everyone knows that.
How else do you think they get the duvet in and out?
Duvet from 20 years ago?
Well, from whatever era, it has to have buttons. How do you get the duvet in and out?
No, sometimes the buttons are down the side. You said it was on the end. You'd never remember where
it depends on which way you turn it.
No. Side.
They're always at the side. No,
buttons are never down the side. Never.
I think I know what's happening here. I think you've got the duvet the wrong way round.
Yes.
Ask you a question. Do you find, when you're sleeping at night, that your neck and knees and toes get very cold?
Let's move on. Who would you like to question next?
Let's go with Toff. Toff, you are claiming what?
So Maria basically runs the production of my new business venture, making clip-on earrings for dogs.
OK. How's that going?
Well...
Are you going for a particular breed, or is it for any dogs?
No, it's for any dogs, but we've had to be quite careful about the clasps, because obviously dogs' ears are quite thin.
Yeah.
We've got 10 different styles.
I'll go through them all quickly.
So, oh, God, do I have to do all of them? I'm not sure that's embarrassing.
Do you want to change it to 3?
We've got 2 pearl ones. We've got, like, a small one and then a longer one.
Oh, you're gonna get through the 10 like that, are you? Then we've got a medium-sized pearl. Then we've got a very large pearl one. Basically, we've got 10 sizes of pearl.
If I wanted to put an earring on my schnauzer, how would I go about it?
Well, the company's called Dog and Sloan. Get it?
Dog and Sloan, I like that. That's very good.
I did want... I wanted Bone Ranger, but it was already taken, which is
Yes,
annoying.
That's my website, isn't it?
What does Maria do for your business? And how did you recruit her?
I found her on... it's called Radio HP, have you heard of it? It's like Gumtree for posh people.
It's like what?
Gumtree for posh people.
Right.
It is. What did the advert say?
They just said, work based in Battersea, production manager.
Battersea, because you think they'd be good clients, though?
Yeah,
captive audience, literally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that's what homeless dogs are looking for, priority, isn't it? Who's looking for a new home, then? No, I'm looking for a new pearl drop. They do an array of size of pearls, apparently. How big is this business going to be that you're going to have people?
Maria's one of 4.
She's one of 4 staff members that are working for
I'm
you.
not joking.
Okay?
I promise.
One of 4.
Oh, you promise? Well, why didn't you say? Oh, I didn't know you were promising. Oh, that's a whole different ball game. Oh, we don't need to ask anymore. We don't need to ask David. It's tough. She's telling the truth because she's promised, doesn't she?
What about David?
OK, remind us, David, of your...
well, Maria gave me a ginger nut.
Oh, yeah.
When I came over all queasy on a glass-bottomed boat.
I've known you long enough, David, to know that you would not accept a ginger nut from a stranger.
Where were you in the world?
I was near the island of Capri in Italy.
Who were you with, David?
I was on my own.
On your own?
You were on your own?
Yeah.
On holiday on your own?
No, my wife and child had consented to join me on a holiday.
Why were you queasy?
Because of the undulation of the boat caused by the action of the sea.
Nothing to do with the glass bottom, then? It wasn't because...
Well, I think it might have been something to do with the glass bottom, because one thing they tell you not to do if you're suffering from motion sickness in a boat or a car, they tell you don't just stare at the floor. If you've paid to go for a ride on a glass-bottomed boat, you're wasting your money if you just stare at the horizon, which you can do from the land. The whole point of the glass-bottomed boat is to look straight at the bottom of the boat, which is, ironically, the very action that will make you nauseous. And so I say it's a design fault.
What was Maria doing on the boat?
It's a glass-bottomed boats are for tourists, really. They're not used much in international freight. So we were all of us on the boat, really, apart from the driver, was there in a capacity of a tourist.
And she came prepared for the trip with some ginger nuts?
Yes.
We all do. Who doesn't go sailing without ginger nuts?
Well, me.
Well, ginger nuts are... That's what they recommend. I just recently did a programme with the Navy, and that's what they recommended. Ginger nuts, they swear by them for travel sickness, for motion sickness.
Do they?
Absolutely.
Ginger nut biscuits?
They do.
So she said to you, let me offer you a ginger nut. Did Maria say anything else? What was the exchange then?
She I can't really remember, but she said...
What, you just ignored her? You took the ginger. You were like, thanks very much. Oh. Is that what you did?
Yeah, well, I mean, that is how my face is, so,
Right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Maria Ronan's bedding buddy, Toff's doggy designer, or David's seasick Samaritan?
Well, I think Toff's out.
Is she?
Yeah, surely, right? No one's buying doggy earrings.
Well, I think as upsetting and disgusting as it is,
yeah,
it's Ronan.
I don't
Far
find
more
that
upsetting.
Ronan's?
No.
Don't you?
As, like, a 12-year-old girl, I would have loved to have won Mark Owen's duvet.
Yeah.
That would look like a flannel.
What about David?
Well, you see, David, nauseous, on a boat. No one was gone with him. It's all ringing true, isn't it?
So let's make a decision.
It's Ronan.
Ronan. We'll go for it.
You're going to say it's Ronan? OK. Maria, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Maria, and I won Ronan Keating's duvet.
Yes, Maria did win Ronan's duvet, and she has kept it all those years, and it's here.
Which side does it open?
Oh, yeah. but he signed it. That's nice.
Yeah. And just clarify, there was never a cover.
There was never a cover?
Never a cover.
You cheapskate.
Which is different to their albums, which was full of covers.
There you go. Isn't that nice?
Hello, Maria.
Come on.
2 years later, how are you?
Nice to see you. Now, that's how you treat your fans, Lee. And this is your most treasured possession.
Yes.
Well, that's... And where's it been for all these years?
The attic.
In the attic. Really treasured. Well, Maria, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Safe trip home. Lovely, thank you for coming. Maria.
When I worked as an estate agent, if the person I was showing around the house didn't seem interested, I'd tell them Noel Edmonds was born there.
David's team.
Whereabouts were you an estate agent?
In Islington.
Did you have a company car?
I did.
What car was it?
It was a Foxtons Mini.
Oh, so classic.
Thanks, babe.
Were you in sales or letting?
Lettings.
So you'd be showing around a flat that you could rent?
Yeah.
And you'd say, oh, buy that. They'd go, well, do you know what? We're not sure and we're a bit busy. You'd go, let me stop you there.
It was kind of a joke within the office about the kind of things that you could drop and people would believe. And the running one became, for me, that I would always say that Noel Edmonds has lived at the address.
Why Noel Edmonds?
Because it was such a random, stupid person.
And what did you used to say? You used to say that he...
Oh, sorry to offend Noel Edmonds fans.
Earlier you said that he was born there.
Yeah.
Yes, because just now you said that he lived there. That you
Well, he
would
did
say
live
that
there. He was born there.
Yeah.
And then we have...
That's people often say he lived there. Yeah, he used to live here from the ages of 0 to 2. That's when he lived here. Who did he live with? His parents, probably.
Did you ever get a cell because of it?
Should have said a deal or no deal, surely.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if I got a proper sale from it, but people...
It would be unlikely because you were in lettings. Noel Edmonds was born here. Well, in that case, forget renting it. We'll take the place.
I don't know if I ever got a proper, a sold
My
letter
client
from it.
would like a moment.
When you say born, do you go into details of his first breath, or was he transported there?
No, I don't know the ins and outs, literally, of the birth.
And it would be an unusual second line. Noel Edmonds used to live here. Would you like to hear about his first breath? Because it's only me and you here. Long pause, and then I don't really work for Foxtons. I haven't even got a Mini.
Noel Edmonds was born here. It was a very difficult birth. The screaming was heard for hours and hours.
Actually, if we're quiet, you can still hear it now.
Let's imagine for a second. Let's for people with limited imaginations, we could reenact some of this. Lee, you're looking to rent a flat, and Ellie is showing you around it. Off you go.
I'm with you, because I've got the keys.
I'm checking the kitchen worktop. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I like that.
OK, that's included.
Oh, you're not taking that with you?
No, that's included in the rental.
She's not the owner.
No.
She is the estate agent.
Thank you.
Estate agents don't take anything.
Would you mind turning the television on?
Hello, would you like to go on a...
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes.
I'm not massively interested in this flat. I'll just 50-50.
OK, well, maybe it will help things if I tell you that Noel Edmonds used to live here. Born here, in fact.
In fact?
Well remembered, Ellie.
I can't believe it. I'm very interested. How long was he here for?
Oh, not long, just a few childhood years. Made some great memories.
This is a long shot, and it's a bit of a deal breaker, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know how his first breath went.
It went very well, very well.
I'll take it.
Absolutely.
Right, David, what's it going to be?
This is my concern about this story. People who are being shown around rental flats, I don't think they need to be as interested in the place as if they're buying it. It's not like you have to fall in love with the place. And I think this Noel Edmonds bit of, oh, that's interesting thing, would be a better technique if you were trying to sell flats. And I think that was what was in the mind of the person who invented this lie that was put on the card And then Ellie mistakenly said she worked as a lettings agent rather than a sales agent.
So you think it's a lie? Pretty
we do think it's a lie.
decisively.
Yeah.
OK. Ellie, was it the truth or was it a lie?
Oh, ye of little faith, it is an absolute lie. Yeah.
Yes, it's a lie. Ellie didn't name-drop Noel Edmonds to try and sell houses. So, Rachel, what is Oliver to you?
This is Oliver. He once came to my rescue when I jumped off a bridge by mistake.
Alex, how do you know Oliver?
This is Oliver, and I once took a worm into the DIY store where Oliver works and asked him to colour match some paint to it.
Finally, David, what is your relationship with Oliver?
This is Oliver, and we've become friends since he was cast as me in the German version of Peep Show.
Where do you want to begin,
Let's
Lee?
start with Rachel. Where were you, first of all?
France.
And why did you accidentally jump off a bridge?
Because it was a sort of party in the countryside.
I mean, he looks French.
And I wandered away.
No facial expressions.
Yeah, but if he has no facial expressions, he'll look German. It'll give it away. So, Rachel.
So, it was dark, it was night, and I jumped over a stone wall to go for a wee.
Classy.
And then it wasn't a wall, it was a bridge.
And it was a sudden drop of how far?
2 meters? 2 meters?
A 2 metre drop?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was going to be more dramatic.
I'm not very
2
good
metres?
With, I'm not very good with...
So you'd have been all right?
Well,
Yes,
she
I'm all right,
clearly
look.
didn't die.
But you didn't... Did you actually do the jump, did you say, or did he stop you before you jumped?
No, I was in the river.
Oh, you did fall into the
Yeah,
river?
yeah.
2 metres? I mean, what flashed through your mind when you were falling? That was quick.
I'm fine. 2 or 3. I'm not very good with...
Right, do a different system. I want you to imagine now that you've jumped and then tell us when you've fallen, and I'll use my...
OK,
so,
ready?
do the run and jump. No, that's 4 metres. 4 or 5 metres, that.
I think it probably was.
That's the height of this ceiling, that.
That is unsurvivable. So, but what happened then? So you land in a ditch, and then Oliver comes, says, "Oh, mademoiselle," and then...
Is he French? Or is he
But
English?
I'm enjoying this.
Well, I thought it's all happening in France.
Yeah, we were in France.
They don't have to be French to be in France.
And that's the problem. I think a lot of the world's problem would be solved if everyone just stayed where they're from.
So, you've jumped over the wall, you land in the water. What happens then?
So I was a bit hurt, and then I started shouting.
What did you shout?
Well, help. And then Oliver came with a couple of other friends from the party we were having, and they lean over the bridge, form a sort of human chain.
Oh, it's
with,
all
like,
getting a bit Three Stooges now, is it?
arms round ankles situation.
Oh, they're holding onto his ankles.
Arms round ankles.
Wow. So you had 2 people or 3 in the chain?
3 including me.
So there was a
What, they
person
pull you back up from the... What are these, Chinese acrobats? Who was your flip at the end?
It worked, like, I got out, and I've lived to tell the tale.
So, Alex, what was your lie again in regards to Oliver?
So I took a worm into
a worm?
a worm into a DIY store where Ollie works and said, "Can you make me some paint this colour?"
The worm on its own? Or in a bit of furniture?
Furniture? not a woodworm. I think she means an earthworm.
Like a garden worm. What colour was it, Alex?
Well, this is the thing, Stace. Brown, traditional.
Yeah.
But if you look at the little belly of a worm, it's got this lovely brick pink kind of hue to it. No, I was going to say like your shirt, but no, not that. Not like that.
I do not want my house in that colour.
I love the shirt.
I still don't understand the claim.
Right, so what she's saying is she took a worm from the garden.
Yeah.
Okay? An earthworm.
Yeah.
What do you call them in German?
Worm.
OK. So when she said worm, why didn't you understand what she meant? Because that's exactly what she said.
Which room was it, Alex?
It was the guest bedroom.
The guest bedroom.
So
Stop them staying too long.
That bit I understand, but what's Oliver got to do with it?
He works in the shop. He works in the shop. I'll tell you one more time, then this is it. He works in the shop. She took a worm. He colour matched it. She went home, painted the guest bedroom. Here's the question, though.
Yeah.
Why not photograph it? Why'd you have to take the worm in?
Because they put it on the slide, and then the machine will tell them which colours they need.
It was living, was it?
No, dead.
Did you kill it, or did you find it dead?
Why are you asking awkward questions?
So you painted your guest bedroom in earthworm pink. Did you not find, you know that horrible thing when birds smash into the windows? Was that not happening more and more? Wow, look at the size of that one!
You say to Ollie, look, and it's a bit odd, but could you match this colour?
Yeah.
How did Ollie respond?
He said, you should see some of the things that people bring in wanting to be matched.
What did he tell you?
Like what?
Give us some
Well,
examples.
that's all he said. You should see some of the things. And I went,
but you didn't say like what? You weren't interested at all.
No, she just
if
wants
someone
a
said to
colour.
me, you should see some of the things that people
Listen.
bring in, and you went, that's all right, I don't want to know. You would have said, tell me.
No, Lee, when I go to B&Q, I'm there to complete the task. There is no dilly-dallying. We're in and out.
No, I've seen the one show. You can pad things out. I've done the one show, and you spent 15 minutes, and this is genuinely true, talking to me and Billy Ocean about elastic bands.
Well, I mean, we were thin on the ground for guests that week, obviously.
All right, now what about David? Just remind us of how you happen to really know Oliver.
Oliver and I became friends when he was cast as me in the German version of Peep Show.
Oh, yes.
OK, so first of all, what is the German version of Peep Show called?
It's called Camera Heads. Or
Camera Heads?
In German, I think it's Camera Kopfen. It hasn't been on yet.
It hasn't been on yet?
It hasn't been on
But
yet.
I feel like Peep Show's had its day, hasn't it? So why...
See, that was unlike Alex's put down of Lee. That was unprovoked.
David, I love you, and I loved the Peep Show when it was on a long time ago. But I mean, I feel like the German Peep Show would have been looking to cast it a long while
Well,
back.
what series are they on?
They filmed the first series, and it's on soon.
So he's
or
not...
perhaps never. Maybe they hate it.
No, we give everything a go.
That would be a great title for a history of Germany. They really do.
And you say you've become friends?
Yeah.
How has this friendship blossomed, David?
Oh,
because I've known you for 11 or 12 years now, and I would barely call you an acquaintance.
Thank you.
How come old Fritz here is suddenly your mate? How does that work?
Well, I don't know. We just, we clicked more. We met when some of the people making the German show came to meet the production team here. And
You would think they exported to Germany before it's dead in the water. That's the point.
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Oliver Rachel's helpful hero, Alex's paint pal, or David's Deutsche double?
Stacey, are you leaning towards anybody?
For sure. I think he works at a homeware store and he helped Alex pick the paint.
Yeah, I think we can definitely rule out Rachel's.
Yeah.
That didn't make no sense whatsoever. I stick a 5 on Alex.
You put a 5 on Alex?
I'm with my brother Henning.
And you're saying Alex as well?
Uh-huh.
It's Alex and the worm.
I think it's Rachel, but I'm going to go with my team and say it's Alex.
Right. Oliver, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Oliver, and I came to Rachel's rescue when she accidentally jumped in the river.
Thank you very much, Oliver.
I once presented a woman at work with what I now realise was a deeply inappropriate gift.
David C.
What was the gift?
Dustpan and brush.
And what was the context in which you gave her a dustpan and brush?
Was her birthday.
And where were you working?
That was the company I was working for before I left for Britain.
And what did they do?
Essentially, they tried to bundle the demand of golf clubs.
Oh.
They tried to what? Bundle. So they wanted, so not golf club as in a stick, but a golf club as in the whole thing with 18 holes and facilities.
Yes. And they did what to them?
Tried to bundle it.
Bundle?
You know, that's a company that tried to bundle 18 old golf clubs.
You know, when you run a golf club, you've got certain needs. You need balls for the driving range, you need flags for the holes and whatnot. And obviously the manufacturers, they overcharge you, whilst if all the clubs come together and buy...
What the hell are you talking about?
What they're doing?
I'm only speaking on behalf of the nation.
I think I'm getting there. This was a company that organised separate golf clubs to act as a consortium in order to buy golfing equipment more inexpensively.
That is exactly, concisely the business plan, exactly right.
And what was your role?
Chief bundler.
Trying to recruit new members to the consortium, and went round to golf clubs for a jolly and then said, how about you need a flag?
How much you...
It sounds ever so slightly like a sort of like a mob protection racket. It sounds like you turned up and go, what a shame if something would have happened to his flag. Oops, it snapped.
Was it particularly difficult selling the bunkers? Genuine question, genuine interest.
And why did you think that a dustpan and brush would be an appropriate present to start with?
Because we were, the day before, she was saying how much cleaning she had to do at home. And then I was in the supermarket, and then I thought, oh, look at that, that would be a nice present.
Henning, could you reenact the face of the gift recipient when she opened the present?
Do you want me to be you and you be the gift recipient?
Yeah, give me.
I'll do my best to you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
I have seen you trying to sell the flags and the clubs, like me. You do such a great job. We are bringing together so many of the different golf clubs in Germany. We should get a Nobel Peace Prize. But instead, I got you this.
Oh, thank you very much.
Alex, when you're there on the one show, do you exchange gifts? Do you and Matt Baker? Do you? It's me, Matt Baker. Do you?
Matt has bought me a variety of gifts over the years. Last year, a cup and saucer. It's one of those you'd put in a posh cupboard in your kitchen. There's only one ever, and it's in that one.
It's nice, I always think, in your house to put a few things aside for people to pack away when you're dead. I've got a few things items in my house. You put them there, you sort of think, yeah, I won't be touching that again. But one day, when I'm dead, someone will have to deal with that.
All right, well, David, what do you think?
I think we'll all die one day.
Is it the truth?
It's true. I think it's true.
Well, I think we think it's true.
It's true?
Yeah.
OK. Henning, was it true or was it a lie?
Of course it's true.
I once had to show my boss an intimate area of my body to prove why I was late for work.
Which part of your body, and why did that prove that you were late for work?
It was my... well, I think we all know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
No. Well, let's call him Mr. Wee Wee.
You actually had to show it to him?
I didn't. Well, I didn't have to. He didn't say.
You elected.
Oh, so
He didn't say prove it, get it out. But I could tell he was doubting me. I said honestly, look, and I got it out.
So what was it? What?
That's the bit they're all waiting for.
Yeah.
David.
What did it prove?
Mr. Wee Wee had banged his head.
What on?
What on is a good question.
The
ceiling. We don't. Yeah, basically, I was lying in bed, and I was naked, and I think there was a tiny little bit of glass in the bed, and it just wouldn't stop bleeding. So I had to get some tissue paper. I wrapped it round quite a lot, and I can't lie, it ended up looking like Mr. Bump.
It was blue.
It was. I just put lots of it on, and then I just told him the truth. I said, sorry I'm late, there was an incident. Told him the incident. He went, like that, as if to say, you're not telling the truth. I said, do you want to see it? Whizzed it out. He went, oh, it's Mr. Bump.
So every time someone raises their eyebrows at you, your instinct is to get your penis.
Stop it, Greg! Stop it! You know I can't help myself. Stop it!
He made you show it.
No, he didn't make me. He at never point made me do it.
Right.
All he did was give you the sign.
The thing is... Stop it, Greg!
You were in no position to deploy it.
I was quite well covered. It was full of bandaged tissue paper. So it was easy to get it out and keep my dignity. In fact, I was quite proud of it. It was like this. I said, you want to have a look at it, mate? There it is. Clap your eyes around that little beauty. Mr. Bump's fainted. Get used to it.
David, what do you think? Is he telling the truth? Let's have a decision from him.
Connie?
Well, I could weirdly believe it.
Yes, I could believe it. I mean, it's a very extreme story to have made up.
It's too much, so it must be true.
Yeah.
You're saying true?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're saying true.
You're saying true. OK, Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Welcome, Liz. So, start with you, Joe. What is Liz to you?
Well, this is Liz, and when she was a baby, I accidentally dropped her in a pond.
There will be time. There will be time. Larry, would you tell us what Liz is to you?
This is Liz, who taught me basic bar skills before I went to work in the Queen Vic.
OK, and David, what is Liz's connection with you?
This is Liz, and together we are writing a guide to the castles of Britain.
Plausible. Lee's team, where do you want to start?
I think we've got to start with Joe. What are you talking about?
When I was about 7.
7?
7 or 8, yeah. Me and my two brothers were looking after Liz, and she was a baby. She was about, I don't know, well, how old is a baby?
Well, I don't know. You decide, Joe. It's your story.
Who was the oldest looking after the baby?
Yeah, that's right.
My brother.
He was how old?
He's a year and a half older than me.
So he was 9 and a half,
yeah.
And his role was the chief leader of looking after the baby.
Yes.
Yeah. And what a great job you all did, may I say. Apart from the dropping it in the pond bit.
Why were you near a pond?
Because I lived in the country and, ooh, there's ponds in the country, Carol.
Being rude to Carol Vorderman's not going to get you out of trouble, Joe.
To be honest, how did the actual dropping happen in the pond?
We were playing catch with her.
Oh, come off it. You were playing catch?
We're just kind of trying to make her laugh, just throwing her to...
Right. I think we should move on to castles.
I absolutely think we should move on to castles. Yeah. with the first question, what's your favourite and why, Dave?
I have two favourite castles, and they're because castles I discovered as a child. Right. And they, not on my own, they've been previously discovered by, one is a castle in Wales, in the Mumbles, near Swansea, and that's called Oystermouth Castle.
It's called what?
Oystermouth Castle.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, but hang on, what are you thinking vouch
what
for?
kind of castle is that?
That's a sort of Norman... I think a sort of late Norman kind of castle with a keep and a...
What do you like about Oyster Castle?
Oystermouth.
I like it because it's quite a sort of traditional, old-fashioned castle with a moat and
an old-fashioned castle.
They all tend to be traditional.
It's amazing, that.
As opposed to these new modern ones with stone cladding.
It has always been irritating to me that very few castles completely adhere to what I imagine being the typical castle.
What was yours again, Larry?
Larry, yeah, what was yours again?
Definitely.
This is the lady who taught me my basic bar skills for when I was working in EastEnders.
And what are the three most important bar skills that you now have?
My character is supposed to have spent years working in the bar and pub business. Yeah. So, you know, it's timing. It's not just a case of, you know, pull a pint. You've got to pull a pint and be talking to a customer, taking money.
What sort of lines might you say, Larry?
You might say, how you doing, sunshine? Or
Did you go to her or did she come to you?
No. You go to her.
They've been doing it for
like this has been years of.
They've been doing this for evidently 8 years. I've only been there for a year and a half, and it's just an induction thing. So automatically, what happens?
Did Barbara Windsor go?
Barbara Windsor had to go after because she's been there for sort of nearly 20 years.
So for 20 years. Yeah. Then they said, OK.
Yeah.
It's been OK so far, but we've decided...
Yeah.
Suddenly... The first 14 years was great, but now it's about time you had a bit of bar training, because we can't keep putting up with you missing that pint pot anymore, pouring it over your head, and then your bra falls off.
We need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Liz Joe's pond playmate, David's fellow castle expert, or Larry's bar tutor?
What do you think, Russell?
I think castle.
Why do you think castle?
Because Dave's an intelligent man and will have lots of little hobbies and stuff.
This is definitely Larry. It's definitely. It's not Joe. That's completely inconceivable. You would not give a very small baby to 3 very young children, even in the 60s.
Who went in the water to get the baby out?
My brother Bill.
No.
What, because he had the right beak shape?
Lee, I'm going to push you for an answer, Lee.
Larry, say Larry.
I'll say Larry. I'll go with it, say Larry.
You're saying it's Larry.
I don't think any of them are
true.
It's true.
Liz, would you like to reveal your true identity?
I know Jo. She dropped me in a pond when I was a baby.
Yes. We've actually got a photo of the two of you together.
Got that fear in her face.
Liz, congratulations. I don't know why I'm congratulating you for being thrown into a pond. And thank you so much for coming. Liz.
I used to write and hand in homework for an imaginary classmate.
So, you used to do homework for an imaginary classmate and hand it in to the teacher?
Yeah.
For a pupil that he didn't have because they were imaginary?
That's right. It was a collective effort.
Who was the group of collectives?
It was the class.
Are they real friends, the class, or are they...?
Yeah, with names and everything.
Did he have a name? What was his name?
He must have had a name, but I can't remember what the name was. One of our class was quite enterprising. This teacher was new. He was a French teacher. He came in and he read the register, and one kid went, "Oh, sir, you've missed out," I don't know, call him Fisher for narrative purposes. Yeah. And so this guy wrote in an additional name in his register.
And then you kept the pretence of this boy up by doing his homework for him and handing it in?
Yeah.
And just out of interest, this teacher, when he handed the homework back, did he come up to you and go, give that to Fisher?
Well, that would have been a problem.
Right.
But he wasn't a great teacher. He couldn't remember my name. I sat near the window, so he called me Windows.
Was he a French teacher, did you say?
Yeah.
He didn't call you Windows, then?
Well, he did. He didn't call me Fenetri, he called me Windows, because...
Often the very best French teachers speak English as well.
Yeah.
Who sit his exams for him, though? You couldn't sit his exam papers.
He was off sick quite a lot.
Oh, right. So at which point did you own up and say that, sir... Fisher.
We've killed Fisher. He was doing too well. We were so envious.
He never found out, and the school decided to let him go. And then the deputy headmaster, as I recall, came in and ticked us off and said that he wasn't prepared to tolerate fictional children at his school. I think that's what he said.
So, Lee, Mack, what are you thinking?
I can't believe it, because I just don't think kids would create that much work for themselves.
There's a lot of factors that have to be true here. There has to be. They all get together and agree to do it. Yeah. We have to believe the teacher never looks up during the register.
Yeah.
And that
well,
no one
Fisher was off a lot. Fisher wasn't there every morning.
Fisher was never there, Andy.
Andy, can I ask, what's Fisher doing now?
The awful thing is, for a moment there, I tried to think. I actually...
Time to take a guess, Lee. What are you going to say?
Oh, trust me, this won't be a guess.
This is not true.
Not true?
If it is, I'm worried for Fisher's welfare.
No, Fisher doesn't exist.
I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight thinking about Fisher.
There is no Fisher.
Come on, Lee, what's it going to be? Truth or lie?
Lie.
Let's put Fisher quietly to rest and say it's a lie.
OK, it's a lie.
It's a lie. OK. Andy, is it true or is it a lie?
There is no Fisher, but it is true.
So, first of all, Christian, what is Kevin to you?
Well, this is Kevin, and he's the surgeon who performed the operation after I swallowed one of the pieces from the board game Operation.
Diane, could you explain how you know Kevin?
This was Kevin, but he is such a big EastEnders fan that last year he changed his name by deed poll to Albert Square.
So, finally, Lee, your relationship with Kevin.
This is Kevin. He has worked as my bum double.
There we are. So, Christian's toy surgeon, Diane's real-life Albert Square, or Lee's cheeky friend. David's team, where do you want to start?
Well, yeah, what a barrage of plausibility. Christian, what piece from Operation was inside you?
It was the wishbone.
How old were you when you swallowed the wishbone?
About 23.
Why did you swallow it then?
Well, we were at medical school. And it was a sort of a dare. I have a friend who has, should we say he's got a tremor? I bet him, I said, you cannot remove all of the pieces from Operation without setting off the big red buzzy nose. And if you can, I will swallow a piece of your choice.
We've got a picture here just to show you. You had little metal pincers and you had to get the little plastic pieces. There was the Adam's apple, the broken heart.
What's the scale of this?
It's
How long is...
It's about yay big.
So the wishbone thing, that's the thing...
Oh, it's small.
Small.
Where did it get stuck?
It got stuck in my lower esophagus. And the next day, I had a sharp pain and I coughed and a little bit of blood sort of puked up a little bit. And I thought there might be something wrong.
now. OK, a bit of blood. Nothing. It's not going to get worse, is it, than blood?
Well, yeah. It would if I'd left it.
So this blood was coming from your stomach?
It had just stuck in the side of the esophagus.
Yeah, but it must have... You don't just... It must have cut something, doesn't it? You don't just bring blood up with things being stuck, do you?
Oh, farewell.
Well, you have a sphincter at the lower end of your esophagus that stops food coming up into it. Yeah. And that sphincter had closed onto this spiky little bit of plastic, and that's exactly what happened.
So it's all right. So it's just like a shoe getting caught in a door.
And what sort of procedure was it to have it removed? Do they have to hack you open, pull the flesh back off, take a big hand, a big claw, fresh blood is coming out like that, spurting over the face of the surgeon. There's blood everywhere. They're reaching and pulling out organs and intestines, and then a little creature comes looks right, and then they get the little piece. Or was it a keyhole?
Was it just a small camera with a little grabber on the end that went down there and grabbed it and pulled it out?
OK, so do you want to move on to another suspect?
Yes. Diane. Kevin's name is now Albert Square.
Yeah.
How did you come to meet such a weird person?
He's a fan of the show. We see our fans a lot. Kevin waits outside... Sorry, Albert waits outside Elstree Studios for us to drive in and out, and we stop and we sign autographs.
And he has cufflinks on, I notice. Unusual, isn't it, for a fan to kind of hang outside the show? Well, no, somebody who stands outside of Elstree, I wouldn't imagine him to be kind of
perfectly decent, good people. What are you saying?
Well, he is dressed at the moment, I would say, more like...
He's not one of the
somebody has an office job, and those hours don't necessarily collude with filming times.
Very clever.
Does he look like a surgeon to you?
Could be a surgeon.
Yes.
Can I just say, if we're talking about his looks, he's got a nice bum.
What did he say what he was hoping to achieve through changing his name?
This is the thing. I mean, there are people that absolutely love the show, and this is just something... I can't explain it for you.
You see, I would say the standard response to loving the show would be to watch the show.
Fans do weird things, though, don't they?
Right, so, Lee.
Yes?
In which of your glamorous film roles was a bum double required?
It wasn't a film role. It was in my situation comedy, Not Going Out. You may have heard of it. Don't clap. If he has to start it, it doesn't count.
What is wrong with your bottom?
There's nothing wrong with my bottom.
Why couldn't they use your bum?
I didn't want to get my bum out on national television. It's fair enough, isn't it?
Why should Kevin have to get his? Sorry, Albert have to get his out.
No, it's Kevin. If it's the bum, it's Kevin. Unless they're all true. A brilliant surgeon becomes obsessed with EastEnders.
What was the scene?
The character I play, she's very similar to me, actually. Was in an adult movie, and at the end, I was hung upside down and whipped by a lady also playing someone in the adult movie industry.
Could Kevin turn around so we could see his bottom?
Yes, Kevin would. Would you turn around, please, Kevin, so we could see your bottom? Thank you. And would you like Lee to...
Could you, Lee, please stand up and turn around
would you
so
come
we
and
can see
stand?
your...
Of course, no problems at all.
So, can you turn around and lift your jacket up?
This is like a really strange police lineup, isn't it?
Lee's bottom is about half a size bigger than
You
Kevin.
what?
Has this episode gone out, Lee? Or is
I don't know, but if the question that you asked about us getting up doesn't get in, they'll just think I'm having a wee break. You near a lot of your mates, all right, isn't it? The hand dryers are broken, by the way.
Are you satisfied? Kevin, you can turn back round now. Thank you very much. So what are you thinking?
I think he's called Albert Square.
Yeah.
You think it's Christian, don't you?
I did think it was Christian. I'm between Christian and Lee.
But the bet is odd. I'll swallow one of these bits of plastic. I'm not sure I believe that.
Well, the thing is, there's no massive logical problem with any of those. They're all stories that sort of hold water, but also are unusual. How entertaining for the nation. It could be any of them. Could be any of them. I think when you don't know, you should pick the middle one. Lee.
So you're saying it's Lee?
Yeah.
OK. So, Kevin, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Kevin, and I did indeed play Lee's bottom double in Not Going Out.
Yes, Kevin was Lee's bum double, and, excitingly, we've got a picture. Look at that. That is...
You didn't mention the donkey.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
Thanks a lot.